I think I read a study that in Switzerland a few weeks ago that they're no longer suggesting the vaccine for children or able-bodied people, but they still are in other countries, maybe even the US. Like what is the status of how hard people are pushing the vaccine at this point?
So it's still mandated in many colleges across the country. First responders in hospitals and police departments and fire departments are still under mandates in certain areas of the country. There's still some corporations that are probably still pushing this. The good news is that booster uptake is way down, and the general populations of the globe are using common sense. They know it doesn't work, so why, continue the insanity of doing something that doesn't work? And I'm happy about that. But again, the thing that I'm most concerned about are the medium to long-term effects. Has damage already been done? And the thing for me that really got me concerned was when we discovered the injured, which we got an estimate for the injured from the Pfizer clinical trial data. And that's why they wanted to hide it for 75 years, because that's our estimate. And again, so you have an estimate of injured, but then you ask yourself, well, we were searching for how does it manifest? And when we found the absence and work time lost, that's when we said, aha. And that's when we married those two together. And to give you an idea of the economic damage, we estimate 5.2 billion lost in wages from the dead, about 52 billion disabled, and 89 billion from lost work time from the injured. So the injured are causing the most economic damage. And there's also the productivity lost that we can't measure. We can only measure wages. What do I mean by productivity? Productivity is a multiplier of our economy. So the more productive we are, the more economic growth we have, and it's a multiplier effect. So since we can't measure that, our 150 billion estimate could be 500 billion, could be $1 trillion. We don't know. What we do know is when you're chronically ill, the other people that aren't ill have to pick up the slack, and they get burnt out, and they may get sick, not because of vaccine injury, just because they're overworked. They're not chugging along at full speed. And if you are at work and you're chronically ill, you may not be working at 100% capacity. You may be working at 75%, even when you do show up, maybe 50%. So there's lots of lost productivity. And, that's just showing up anecdotally all over the US, and especially in service industries where restaurants are closing early, car repair shops aren't moving things through fast enough. So it's starting to slowly show up in the productivity of the economy.
Ed, is anybody in a higher place willing to have conversations? I mean, you mentioned the general, you mentioned a senator. Has any of that changed where people are willing to even discuss this with you? I mean, obviously having Robert out there is great because there's someone in a political party that's actually talking about this, but is anybody else engaging with you?
So I was told by some media people that they would put me in touch with Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's running the COVID investigation committees. And I became frustrated because no one reached out to me. And then Dr. Robert Malone recently said as much in a tweet. I retweeted it. Then he went on Steve Bannon's show and said, it's been crickets from the Congress that should be reaching out to Dr. Malone. He mentioned my name in the interview and said Ed Dowd and I have not been sought after for our expertise. So we're just curious as to why no one really wants to bring us to the Hill and testify, because as far as I'm concerned, there's, a lot of people in all the countries of the globe who are getting sick, and they're going to their doctors, and if you're not informed of what we are informed of, you go in and you have a symptom. So the doctor treats the symptom, but not the underlying cause, which we think is a compromised immune system. And there are all sorts of protocols being developed to detoxify the spike protein. So until we have a kind of a national global conversation about this, people are going to continue to treat the wrong things and not solve the underlying problem. That's what I'm most annoyed with, is that this kind of silence and this cover up is going to cause more damage.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, He's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.